Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna have some fun playing Trumpeting Carnosaur. So if you're not familiar with the card, it's a 6 mana 7/6 dinosaur with trample, and whenever it enters the battlefield you discover 5. And if you know anything about Discover, you know that this card and the Discover mechanic has broken other formats, not so much Standard. But we're gonna try and see if we can break this in Standard. This deck is based off of something an opponent did to me, and I wanted to reconstruct that deck as much as I could. You play Trumpeting Carnosaur, and when you discover 5, which means you exile cards from the top of your library until a non-land card with a mana value of 5 or less is revealed, then you can play it for free. The idea is all your early play is actually consisted of cards that cost 6 or more, and then all the cards that's 5 or less should either copy Trumpeting Carnosaur, or you play Quintorius Kand, which discovers into a copy spell. We have one Imodane recruiters in here to give all your copied Trumpeting Carnosaurs haste. So if all goes well, you should have like an army of Trumpeting Carnosaurs with haste. The trick is to get to 6 mana with Trumpeting Carnosaur in hand without dying first. Will it happen? Or is this deck destined to fail? We'll find out. So without any further ado, let's just get to the games. Oh, and stick around to the end while I'll break down the deck a little bit further. And one more note, you'll notice some cards on the first game that aren't in this list right now. The first game I played with a different build of the deck that I later on changed to something closer to what I have here. Anyways, yeah, onto the games. Okay, on the draw with a semi-keepable hand. So I'm going to keep this, but typically I will usually mulligan until I have the dino in my hand. I need to adjust the deck. I have a lot of cards in here I need to get rid of. Just trying out a few things like... Wait, why do I have this in there? Yeah, things like that. There's some cards in here that are... that I put in here accidentally. Let's see here. We're against Jetmir. Any deck with counter spells kind of sucks, but just pass the turn for now. What do we have? All 5 colors now, don't we? No, we don't. We need red. So we're up against poison, huh? Alright, so I've built a deck specifically to try and gain life as much as possible while finding these lands. And to be honest, against poison, that's so good, huh? If I knew I was gonna draw, you know, Proving Ground, I would have gotten an island instead, so we could play C double. Okay. Which is what I'll do. Or I guess I can't. I have to get a planes with the Subway Samurai. I'm just playing this out so that I have some kind of creature out in play. Is it when it dies? Whenever you proliferate, each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Okay. Okay. They don't have much proliferate. I have a bunch of get poison counters. Alright, so we're never gonna draw the dinosaur. This is why it's better to what's the word? Mulligan until you have a creature to until you have the dinosaur. Was it carnivorous? Whatchamacallits? Carnosaur? Maybe something Carnosaur. Oh no. Okay, so they were just waiting for a creature. Oh, here we go. Dinosaur. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. And here we go. Now all we have to do is wait till we get the hasty creature. There we go. Okay. And that's how this deck works. If you draw Trumpeting Carnosaur, that's what it's called. If you draw Trumpeting Carnosaur, and if they have no way to interact, you just win. So, unfortunately, luck is not on our side. This is another really bad opening hand. This is also bad. We'll try it. Yeah. Let's try this. Probably won't draw the dinosaur in time. Might be up against... Well, I don't know. Jund reanimation, maybe? Alright, just all of the Ziatora's Proving Grounds. I'm thinking of just cycling it. Okay.
I bring order.
-2. Okay, interesting.
You deal with this annoyance.
Oh, we got the Trumpeting Carnosaur. Let's just get rid of this now. one.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Then get blue mana next turn. Sunslayer. Oh my god. Okay, so alright, let's get the land this turn, and then we'll take care of this next turn. We also need to draw land next
You
turn.
can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Okay, they're mostly tapped out. So, drawing untapped land next turn would be wonderful. Just great. Channel. Go ahead and I guess grab the blue mana. Untapped land. Once, just once. Untapped land for me. Okay. Opponent is no untapped mana. Which means we do this. And then grab our land next turn. Oh, we don't have white. That's what we're missing from our colors, though it doesn't really matter at this point.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Ooh, they tapped out. They tapped out. We just go ahead and grab white for funzy. Another Cavern. Alright. Let's see if we can do this without bricking. Okay, so we are doing the thing, guys. We're doing the thing. And we get to discover with Quintorius in hand. So this is the combo. I wish they would have let us continue doing it, but eventually we would have drawn the recruiter dude that gives everybody haste, and yeah, that would have been game. All right, on the draw with a not so keepable hand. I'd like to keep any hand that has Trumpeting Carnosaur, but let's try this again. Let's try this again. Alright, we can keep this. We do need to draw one more land. Perfect. Shadow. So our opponent is starting off very aggressive. Yeah, let's get the tap lands out of the way first. Falling Sleeper. Wow, yeah, they're very much into Being aggressive. Let's just do this now. Alright. Will we survive? 2, 4, 6. Nope. We will not survive. We needed to draw some herd migrations there. Alright, so if we're going to do something, we need to do it now before it transform, because we're about to get hit for, was it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have to copy Evolved Sleeper. That is... Alright. I think we've lost this one. Unfortunate. It's a very aggressive mono black deck. They might just have removal. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. That was a good game. On the draw with a bad hand. Like, I want a hand with Trumpeting Carnosaur in the opening hand. But if I have too many of the copy spells and no ramping or Tanuki, it's pretty bad. Do something like that. You can get white with Tanuki. Never mind, don't have to. But we can get blue with Tanuki. Okay, let's just get rid of Ran. Creature of Schism. And Shieldred. Alright. I hate that Virtue of Persistence can't hit the Schism. Pass the turn. I need to get blue for this, right? Another one. Okay. Alright, never join the dinosaur when I need it. This will reduce the most damage. Pass the turn. Okay. Do I just get the Tanuki back? Alright, well, we're dead. Yeah, I know. That last game, I conceded a little early. But, the way I see it, I had 2 turns to draw land and Trumpeting Carnosaur and deal with, like, the creatures on board. And, I didn't have that many turns to survive. So, that kind of ties into my conclusion of this deck, which is that it spends too much time trying to find lands and find Trumpeting Carnosaur to survive any sort of aggression from your opponents, right? So here is what I think the direction this deck needs to go. First, I'm going to go down on the number of these copy spells a bit and keep 4 Undercover Operative, being that it's the one that gets a shield counter when it comes in, so it has a bit of protection. Though honestly, if your opponent gets rid of Trumpeting Carnosaur before you can make that first copy, well, your deck is kind of screwed. Oh, also, if you play your Trumpeting Carnosaur and it discovers into Imodane's Recruiter right away, it kind of breaks the combo right there. So running Imodane's Recruiter is a risk, but if you don't have it, you have to wait a turn to be able to attack, and then that gives your opponent an opportunity to sweep the board. Obviously, depending on what kind of deck your opponent is playing, they might not have a sweeper, so maybe this is a risk you don't need to take and just get rid of this as well, but I'm going to keep it for now. I think I'm going to go up on number of Phyrexian Fleshgorgers as a early play. Just having some sort of board presence on turn 3 might be useful, especially if you go up against mono red or something. That life link is going to be quite handy. Maybe go up on one more Colossal Skyturtle, and this way you can more aggressively discard Trumpeting Carnosaur for its 3 damage to remove opponent's creatures and still get it back with Colossal Turtle. Aside from that, some cards that I'm not sure how I would fit it into this deck, but I thought might be pretty good to have. Kogla and Yodaro. It has a 4-mana discard ability where you can destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Then you put it back in your library and draw a card. So might be kind of a nice, like, 1 copy. Another one is Vanquish the Horde. So one thing this deck is severely missing is a way to sweep the board. And this is a card I haven't really thought of in a while, but Vanquish the Horde, it's 8 mana, so you're not going to discover into it. But if your opponent is going wide, you can play this for a lot cheaper than 8. So a couple copies of this may fit into this deck somewhere. I'm not sure where I would fit it in, but yeah. And I think with all these changes, you might be able to get this deck a little bit closer to being competitive. But right now, it's definitely just more of a fun combo deck that you're just going to lose a lot of ranking if you play it on the ladder. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And remember, have fun playing Magic, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.